Okay. 7th graders, let's go through these practice problems together on lesson 2-3. Simplifying expressions, and we're going to practice adding like terms and multiplying over parentheses and doing all this together. So, number 1. First of all, what is this 7 called? And what does it mean? Roy?
Is it a 7y or?
Yeah, 7y. What is the 7 called? Right there.
Coefficient.
It's called the coefficient. It tells you how many of the variable there are. So this is 7 y's. Can we add the 7 y's to any other y's in this expression? No. So that just stays 7y. What can we add? 16 and 8. Oh, except this is a negative 8. So it's 16 plus negative 8, which is 8. Yep. What are the like terms in number 2? Brett?
18m, and that'll be plus 12m.
Yep. Is it positive or are they both positive?
Yeah.
Then we can just add them together. So 18 plus 12 is 30. And this is 30 m's.
So minus.
What else do we have? Is that a positive or negative 7? Jen? Negative 7. So put plus negative 7. Always put the plus sign in front of the minus sign. Okay? Always put the plus sign in front of the minus sign so you can add and you can move terms around and still add them, okay? Using the commutative property. How do you simplify 5 times 3t? Me?
15t.
Good.
And then you do 14t minus 15t.
Correct. 15 t's. The groups of 3t are multiplied 5 times. So you have 5 groups of 3 t's. 15 t's.
Equals 1t.
Yeah, t is kind of a tough variable to work with because it can be confused with a plus sign.
Let's put the little tail.
Plus negative 14t, which is 1t.
$1 trillion.
Which numbers can we combine here? In this one, it's really important that you put the plus sign in front of the minus sign. Alex?
The 9y and the 20y?
Yeah, is this 9y?
No, it's negative 9y.
It's negative 9y, and in order for us to be able to add it to this 20y, you have to put the plus sign in.
So it'd be no, it'd be 11.
Yep. So, when you put the plus sign in, you can rewrite this as negative 9y plus 20y because of the commutative property, because you can switch terms around and change the order. You can't do that unless you put the plus sign in. Write down that. Then, what else can we add together? Cool?
7x and 2x.
Yep, 7x plus 2x. And the reason that we can change these around is the commutative property. Emily, are you keeping track here? So then we can simplify it. 11y plus 9x. Okay. What do we have to do in number 5 first in order to simplify this? Emily? Yep, we have to do what with the parentheses? What do we have to do with the 3? Not added. What do parentheses mean? Distribute using what operation? Not addition. What do you do over the parentheses, Daria?
Divide. No, times.
Times. Yep, multiply over the parentheses. So 3 times 9k,
27.
27k. 3 times 4. Is this 12? What do we have to put in front of the plus, the minus sign? It's a plus sign. 3 times -4, -12, plus -4 times 5n. So this is a -20n.
Oh, yeah.
A -20n. Otherwise, we can't move it around and add and combine like terms. So you have to put the plus sign in front of the minus sign. And then -4 times -3 is +12. See, if you didn't put the plus sign here, you would think of this as just 4 times -3, which would be -12. And then when you add it to the other -12, you're going to get -24. That's the wrong answer. This is -12 plus 12, which is 0. So when you simplify this, you're left with 7k. Whoops, I'm sorry, no, k's and n's are not, you can't add those together. So 27k plus -20n plus 0. Okay, we can't add the k's and the n's. So those stay 27k and -20n and 0. Okay? Number 6. 6 times g equals 6g. Put the plus sign in front of the minus sign. 6 times -1h. Remember, anytime there's not a number in front of it, it just means that it's a 1. So 6 times 1h is -6h. Then put the plus sign in here. -6 times g is -6g. And -6 times -h is plus 6h. And now when you add them together, you get 0, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
Yep. They're opposites. -6g and +6g. -6h and +6h. Same thing here. -21a plus -21 times 2b. So it's -42b
Wait, how did we get to
plus 14a plus -9b. Then add these together. -21 plus 14 is -7a. And -42 plus -9 is -51b. Number 8.
I know.
First distribute the 3. 3a plus -c. So it's -3c plus 5c plus -7a. And then add them. -4a plus 2c. And then -2 times -5 is +10q plus -72 times -1 is +72q, which is +82q. Let's review coefficients. What's a coefficient again? Which one is the coefficient in this? Yep. It's the 3, isn't it? Just the number 3, not 3x. Don't write 3x here, because the x is not part of the coefficient. The coefficient is only the number. Alright? It's only the number that tells you how many of the variable there are. The like terms, none. Constants. 7 is called a constant, because it doesn't mean anything else but positive 7. It doesn't mean 7 n's, it doesn't mean 7 x's, it doesn't mean 7 a's. It just means the number 7. The coefficients in number 11, there's 3 of them. 4, -3, what's the last one? Tyler? 0. Are there 0 n's?
Oh wait.
Be 1. 1 n. The like terms, -3n and 1n. The constants, there are none, because there are none that don't have a variable. Okay? Are you getting this?
Yeah.
I think so. All right, the coefficients. Six, 9, and 1. The like terms. Look at these. They're different than the 9k. This is 9kp. It means 9 times k times p. 6kp and positive 1kp are like terms. You can add those together. And put a plus sign in. This is a -14 is the constant. Not positive 14, it's -14. Coefficients. Let's skip to the modeling. You're going to have to finish those two for homework. The models. Let me explain the models. The shaded ones refer to negatives. Those are like the red ones from your homework. So this group right here represents a -5. And all of the rest of these are positives. The longer ones are the variables. And the smaller ones are positive 1. So let's say that these are x. So start with 1x plus 4 plus 3x, that's this group, plus -5 plus 2x. Those are the different groups. And then simplify them. Combine like terms. So there are 6 x's and 4 plus -5, -1. Okay? And then justifying each step. This is an understanding of the properties that we've studied so far. Okay? You're going to have to do more of this next year, so if you don't quite get the justification, that's okay. You'll hopefully pick it up the more that you use these properties. Alright? So we start with this. 5 times n plus 4 plus 9n. And what property says that 5 times n plus 4 is the same as 5n plus 20? What property is that? this is the distributive property. Okay. Then look at what we can do here. The parentheses were around the 5n plus 20, and now they are around the 20 plus 9n. What property says we can move parentheses? Bryce? Associative property. Now, the numbers were 20 plus 9n, and now they say 9n plus 20. The terms are switched. Daria? Commutative property of addition. And you can just write commutative property. They mean the same thing. This one is addition. Now, what is moved? The parentheses again. So this is again the associative property. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Now, if 5n's plus 9n's equal 5 plus 9 times n, what's been taken out? This is called factoring, which we'll get to later. But this and what we started with look very similar, don't they? Which property says that those two are equal? It's the first property again that we started with. It's distributive property. Kind of like undoing the multiplication. Distributive property says those are equal. And then 5 plus 9n's to 14n's. This could just be, we could just say the property of addition, or you could say we're adding like terms here, okay? The 5 plus 9n's, we're adding like terms. Okay? Or just simplifying it by adding. So, it's a review of the properties, and it's a review of kind of an algebra process for being able to simplify this.
Mellow.
Okay?